Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna go over how to find a good Filipina girlfriend, or how to find a good girl, if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, so there's 5 ways to easily be able to tell if it's a good girl or maybe she has bad intentions, and I will go over them now. First, it should be pretty obvious, but how they dress in their pictures, both on their profile and then like any pictures they send you. A good girl will be modest and won't have a lot of sexy like bikini pictures or something like that. I'm just generalizing here. If they love the beach or they're a little bit more open-minded or in the city, like they might have some. But overall, a really good girl, um, you know, won't be into that. They like to stay modest. They like to stay covered up. Even at the beach, sometimes you'll find pictures of them wearing t-shirts or uh, not like a two-piece bikini or anything like that. Um, and that's because modesty is very important to them, but also it might also be because they don't want to get tan. They like to stay as white as possible. Um, yeah, so like you want to look for something like nice dresses and um, you know, not revealing too much. Say something for the imagination or wedding day, that sort of thing. And not judging or anything. It's just a pretty obvious fact, but wanted to go over it just in case. All right. The second thing to look for if you want to find a good Filipina is like they won't ever ask for money. Um, you know, they will be like ashamed or like embarrassed to. Um, yeah. So this may change a little bit depending on their age or uh, if other guys have sent them money before, or if you have a lot of friends or family that get money from other foreigners. Like the younger generation might come to expect it. But as for now, like a good one won't ask and they won't hint. Some girls will never ask, but they'll be like, "Oh, I'm having problems," and they'll tell you your problems. They're kind of hinting at like, "Hey, can you help me out?" And you can kind of tell. A good one won't ask if you ask them what's wrong. They probably won't tell you, or they might kind of give you like a general idea. But if you try to send them something, they might even say no, or like they're not here for that. And so, if someone says no or never asks for anything, and generally seems to want to talk to you and get to know you, like that's a really good sign. So yeah, and some girls are a little sneaky. They'll pretend and not ask right away, but like a day or two later, or a week later, and then all of a sudden they're asking for money like all the time. So you might have to be patient. But if you've been talking like a few weeks or a month or something, she still hasn't asked for anything, chances are you got a good one. And like if you want to like help send a little load for them talking to you, that's between you and them. But again, she won't ask for it. So that's another good way to tell she's a good girl or not. All right, the third way to tell if you have a good Filipino on your hands is she'll be a hard worker. Now, not all of them can get jobs right now. It's very hard to find jobs there. Even for like McDonald's and stuff, sometimes you have to have a college degree and you have to be very pretty to work at the mall and under a certain age and weight limit and like all this stuff. So if they can't find a job, that's different. But um, they will probably be in school or applying like crazy or selling stuff online. Um, like a good one is a very hard worker. They probably put their family first. They're very family oriented. They're probably wanting to help their family. They don't want to be a burden. They want to help out. So they're always working. And if you find one that's like almost a workaholic, like they're a good one. Like they're just trying to help their family, and they're not greedy or trying to have all this stuff like a lot of American girls that work a lot. or are career focused, they're thinking of others. So, again, they might not be employed, so it's not necessarily like a red flag if they're not working. But if you find a hard worker, that's definitely a good sign. All right. The fourth way to tell if she's a good girl or not is if she's from the province. And a lot of province girls are really shy and cute and sweet and kind. And I'm not saying the city ones aren't, but not gonna overgeneralize. But some are more like open-minded or liberated, as they say, as far as like sexy stuff and all that. So if that's what you're looking for, that's fine. If you want a good girl, if you want like a virgin or someone who's only had like one or two boyfriends, like a province girl is probably the way to go. And that doesn't mean you can't see someone from Manila or Cebu. A lot of province girls go to these big cities to work. So even if you meet them and they say they're in the big city, they might actually be like from a small town. So from the province. So there is that. Um, that they might. It's kind of like how a girl in America from like Mississippi in the middle of nowhere might go to New York City to work, but she's still like a country girl at heart or farmer's girl or whatever. So there's that. And, the fifth way you tell if you got a good girl or not is if they're religious or family oriented. If it says they're Christian or Catholic or like even Muslim or something, chances are you got a good one, especially if they actually are, of the faith and pretty devout, instead of just saying like, "Hey, I'm Catholic," because like everyone's Catholic, you know what I mean? But if they actually go to church, if they pray for you, they'll even tell you like, "Hey, I prayed for you this morning or every day," or I've been praying for a husband, that sort of thing. Chances are you have a good girl there. Um, you know, it's okay. Like if your denomination isn't exactly the same, most of them won't care. If they're Catholic and you're Baptist or something, it's not a big deal for the most part. Um, they're just looking for someone that's a Christian. They'll often put their God fearing in their profile. That's like a common term you'll see there. So if you see that, that's a pretty good sign as well. All right, so that's 5 ways to tell if you got a good girl or not. Going over real quick, like they actually talk to you, they're not gonna ask for money, they're dressed modestly, like they're from the province, or um, they might work somewhere else, but they got their roots back home, and if they're religious, and you don't have to be religious to be a good person. Some of them are really good and sweet still, but it is like one more, I guess, green flag, if you will, or if they're very family oriented, that's a good sign too. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe for more content like this. I really appreciate it. You'll help the channel out. I'll see you next time.